to my channel. Today we are back with another video, and today's video is very lengthy, so I'm going to need all my beauties to just bear with me. It is a lot that I'm going to be showing you in this video, but for starters, on the right side of this video I have the unboxing for this beautiful Tinashe wig. It is a 13x4 lace frontal wig, so you do have that parting space from ear to ear. The wig did come with the knots, with the hairline pre-plucked really good, but I did go ahead and bleach those knots, and then I turned around and decided to actually color the wig. So I'm going to show you guys how I achieved this dark forest green root and this jet black, kind of like the rest of the wig jet black, but just like with those forest green roots. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, it's going to be pretty lengthy, but bear with me and let's get right into it. So for starters, I'm going ahead and I'm separating the hair on the frontal away from the rest of the wig, and I'm just going to take another little section at the top where those tracks are and just kind of like part that off and plait it, because I'm also going to bleach the roots of that part, not jet black, but the forest green as well, just so that the color could blend into the rest of the wig just fine. But everything else that is separating from this small section here will be dyed jet black all the way through. So I basically have a section into three parts: the parts where the frontal is, this little thin area behind the frontal, and then the rest of the wig is separated to be colored jet black. But for starters, I am going to go ahead and start by bleaching the front part to get the roots blonde, so we can go ahead and color that wig that forest green as far as the roots. So I'm just going to go ahead, like I said, section all of this off, and then I'm going to go in with my quick blue bleaching powder and my 50 volume developer and start to bleach the roots of that lace frontal. So I'm just going to go ahead and take section by section at a time, and I'm just going to bring the bleach down maybe like 3 to 4 inches at most. If it do accidentally get lower than that, it's fine, because you're still going to go in with that permanent jet black color, and it will cover any extra bleach hair that you don't want to be there. So it's totally fine, but just focus on trying to get that hair. Well, to be honest, it's up to you how long you want that colored root section to be. Is really up to you, but I did about 3 or 4 inches down. So I'm just going to continue to part this frontal part from ear to ear and just bring that bleaching powder down about 3 to 4 inches until all the knots in the root of the wig is blonde, or is covered in bleach to turn blonde. And to kind of speed up the process, I went ahead and did the other side off camera, and this is what the roots is looking like. It's starting to bleach up blonde. So remember that section I also went ahead and I sectioned off. I just went ahead and placed the bleach on that top part of that area, because I need this part to be green at the top as well, so that way once I do go ahead and part the wig, the frontal part to cover the tracks in the back, it won't just be like a thin piece of green and then you see jet black. So I just slapped some bleach on there, y'all. Like, I did not do the neatest job with this part, but it was just to get that transition flowing really nice and neat. So I'm just taking that bleaching powder, and just slapping it on there, and I'm just going to comb that right on in. So once I do all of that and I let this wig sit, I will go ahead and rinse out that bleaching powder, shampoo the wig really good, and then I will come in and go ahead and begin to apply that green onto those pieces that is blonde. And after letting that wig sit, this is what it looks like after I went ahead and rinsed out that color. The color came to like a 30-ish color. It did not get as bright as I wanted it to be. Like, I was really hoping to get a nice little like 27 color, but to me it's more of a 30. So just a quick little disclaimer. At first I did go in with the regular lime green color to try to do like the lime green roots, but then when it wasn't coming out how I wanted it, I was just like, you know what, let me just go ahead and try out a darker green. So right now, because you see that it is lime green, it just wasn't working for me. It wasn't giving me that nice, you know, it just wasn't giving. So that's why you see that the roots here is a little lime green, and I decided to go in with that darker green and just go ahead and color that color on in. And I actually like the darker green, the forest green, way better than that lime green, because as you can see, some parts look like it's lime green, the other side like it was starting to get like a weird brownish color. So that's why I said, you know what, I'd rather just be safe and go with the darker shade. So that's why I'm taking that forest green, as I mentioned, and just rubbing all of that color onto the hairs. And I'm taking my time so I do not stain the lace, and just get close to the roots as possible, and just continue to go section by section and apply your color. I'm just going to continue to apply that color all the way up, and I'm just combing that color through as well with the rat tail comb, just to make sure it really gets in and it gets close to those roots as well. And I'm not going to show the full process because it's just repetition over and over. So once I show you a good amount of how I did it on this side, I will go ahead and complete the other side off camera. This is a completed look of the color once it's applied all over that lace frontal. It seems like the color is further down, but like I said, once I go in with that jet black, I can bring that color as high as I want to bring it. So I'm just going to comb all of that back just to show you once again. And now I'm going to go ahead and prepare my permanent jet black dye to go ahead and bleach the rest of that wig jet black, as well as the ends of that section with the dark green. So the box dye of the choice today is the Just 5, and like I mentioned in my last tutorial, Slave by Jordan told me all about this dye where it dyes your hair jet black literally in 5 minutes. Okay, so I am taking I don't remember how many boxes I used, but just know I used a couple. So I'm just taking, you know, everything that came inside that box, mix it all together, and now I'm just going to go ahead and just brush all that jet black color onto the hair. For the back part, you can really just go ham because you don't have to worry about no extra colors or nothing. Just go ham and get that color all up in there. But once I get to the frontal part, I am going to take my time a little bit more. But I kind of found like an easy way to apply the color on there, which I will show you once we get to that part. But as far as this part here, just, you know, get that color all up on there. far as the section that I told you, I dyed green behind the lace frontal just to make sure I get a smooth transition when I do go ahead and cover those tracks up. Bring that jet black color close up to the root, but not all the way, because you want to make sure you leave some of that lime green for that smooth transition over. So I just brought the color up pretty good, and you know, probably like about up to 2 inches down. I really didn't take it that far down with the lime green, with the dark green for this part. Just kind of brought that jet black up a little bit higher. But once I finish with this section, I will go ahead and do that frontal part, and then I will go ahead and let that sit for a little while, and then, you know, of course, shampoo, condition, and all of that. So now we are back at the frontal. So I'm just going to take the section, and it don't have to be no small section because, you know, the hair on the frontal is thinner anyway. But I'm just taking that color and just brushing it right on up. Not all the way up, guys. Just about like maybe till I have about 2 to 3 inches of that jet black color. And I'm just going to rub that in. Real simple, real easy. You could comb it through. It's very, very simple. Like, this part is the easy part because you don't have to worry about staining any lace or anything like that. So I'm just bringing that color up, you know, good enough. Just taking my fingers, pushing it in so there's no lines of demarcation. And I'm gonna move right along to that next section. Take the comb it out, pull some down, and, you know, quickly paint that color on there until I do the whole frontal. let that sit. So now it's time to go ahead, rinse, shampoo, condition, and blow dry. And this is what the wig looks like after doing all of that there. So let's jump straight into the install. First of all, let's give a big shout out to my makeup artists who always come through. Shout out to Sensational Faces on Instagram. Yeah, my girl always come through with the makeup slay. So we're gonna go ahead and start installing this wig on my sister Asia today. She is our model, looking cute or whatever. So first things first, I'm making sure the wig fits her head properly, because y'all know we got those weird little low hairlines, high-low hairlines. So yeah, I'm just making sure we get her situated. So first thing I'm gonna do is apply the wig, and then I believe I cut that extra lace off the sides first before I even started, so I could already just get that wig to lay down just like how I need it. Let me see, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I don't remember. It's been a while, y'all, since I last looked at this video. But I'm just gonna go in with her foundation color, of course, because I do need to as far as the lace tinting process, I like to use the foundation, and I'm using that level 13 palette, and I'm just going in and getting that color all up in there. I couldn't find my good makeup brush, so I had to use this little busted down one, and the little bristles was just pushing further into the brush. Real irritating, real aggravating, but y'all, I made it work. So once I get all that foundation onto that lace, I know we're going to go in with that lace matte adhesive and begin to apply our layers and start to lay down the wig. So keep watching. And as you can see, guys, I am using the little tube glue. I love the little tube glue. It's so convenient, and I just love it. It's just so small, so convenient. So if you are a first-time buyer and you just kind of like want to sample the glue out, I do recommend that you buy the tube, which I really recommend you buy a regular size bottle, because I know it's going to be good. But if you're more of those skeptical buyers, you're a little nervous or whatever like that, then this is why I came out with the nice little tube glue, so you can sample it. But trust me, you'll be back to get a bigger bottle, that's for sure. But now that I have applied all those layers and everything like that, and it's time to tack down the wig, I'll go ahead by pulling one side down first, get that in place, kind of comb that lace in, and then I go ahead and have her hold one side, and then of course while I tack down the other side, make her hold the other side as well, and then I blow dry it. But what I noticed, what I did today with this install, once I tacked it down, I went ahead and cut off that extra lace first, just so the wig could lay completely flat around the ear, and then I'm gonna have her hold it as I tack down that other side. I like to work one side at a time. It just makes it a little easier for me, and it also helps with the placement of the wig. So I'm going to go ahead and stretch that wig down, get it into place, comb that glue in, blow dry it, and apply the melt belt, and let that sit for a few minutes before we get into you know, cutting the extra lace and all of that. And when it comes to blow drying the lace in, I do like to use the heat setting to really get that wig melted on in. So I'm having her hold it, and I am going in with that heat and blow drying that lace in. And of course, I'm going to take that melt belt and tie down that lace for a few minutes, and then come back on with the lace glider and razor off that extra lace. So quickly, I'm just gonna go ahead and stitch the wig down to the back, in the back of the wig, like where the bottom braid is. So I'm just gonna, I like to stretch the wig out and then just sew on those bottom braids just to secure the wig from, you know, coming off the head. Like if she put her hair down, you don't have to worry about her wig falling off to the goddamn edges. So yes, if you do, I highly recommend that you guys always sew down the back of the wigs, even if the wig feels like it's tight and you do have the adjustable strap and everything like that, just for extra security reasons. I do highly recommend that you sew down the back of the wig, which will also help your wig last longer onto your head because it's going to be tight and in place. So yeah, just take your time, part out a little section in the back, sew across that wig, and just ensure that it's going to be on there laying down nice and flat. And as I mentioned before, I am stretching that wig down. As you can see, I stretch it and then I stitch. and this is what the lace is looking like. I'm loving that green color, so pretty, so bomb. But now it's time to get that extra lace off, so I like to take my scissors, slit it right down the middle, and then I go in with some fresh razors, my lace glider, and I section off the hair. Like, how can I describe this? I pull down the hair that's not melted, and it's not melted because the glue did not go that far down, because I apply the glue the same flow as the natural hairline, and whatever doesn't go with that natural hairline, it gets cut off anyway. So that's why I'm going in with that razor, and I'm just pulling the hair that I see that's not melted, and then I just cut it all off. And as you can see, as I'm removing that lace, it's giving scalp. Okay, now what I can say, the knots of the wig did turn green. Okay, so it's like I feel good and bad about it. I mean, it was expected because of course you're coloring the wig, so you do it usually with color wigs, the knots is the same color as the hair. But if you can try not to get the color all the way on the knots. Like, if you could leave the knots a little bit blonde, that will work. That will give you a more of a scalp effect. But even with the green knots on the wig, I still managed to slay the install, so that's all that matters. And I kind of covered up and finessed it with the baby hair look or whatever like that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and continue to razor off the extra lace. And one thing that did happen while I was doing this install is my goddamn hot comb just broke on me. Like, it broke. Like, I cut it on, it just said error. So I was really upset about that. I had to have Dolo go to my house, get my old Marcel iron and my old hot comb, and then bring it all the way to the shop just so I could actually finish up this video and the whole install and everything. Like, I was so irritated this night because everything was just going off schedule. But you know what, it is what it is. I made it work, and it still came out as a very nice install. So nevertheless, so it kind of like slowed me down as far as the styling process. So I kind of had to like improvise until she was able to bring me the hot comb. So that's why you would see me after this section, me pulling down the baby hairs and everything like that. I will go ahead and start styling the wig by adding the curls, the little wand curls to the back, and kind of just killing time until I'm able to really like style up the front and that top ponytail. And honestly, we didn't know what style we was gonna do. We was just going with the flow. At first I was gonna do like a side part, but I was like, oh, that's so basic. Everybody does the regular side part with like the root colors. So I was like, let me just do it a ponytail, do a little baby hairs or something, just to give it a little, a little extra, a little oomph to it. So I'm just gonna start by parting off the side area on this side. I'm gonna repeat the same thing to the other side as well. section off my baby hairs and did my part, and this is when I realized, and added my wax, this is when I realized my goddamn hot comb was broke. So I was irritated and aggravated about that, because I just knew I was finna hot comb these roots and slick this ponytail up and everything else. But apparently I had to do that part last, because like I said, I was waiting on Dolo to bring me the damn Marcel stove and iron. So I was just like, irritated and aggravated. But I just went ahead and went back in with that foundation, tapped it across the hairline. I'm gonna spray that Tresemme holding spray and just tie that lace down once again. And while I'm doing that, I will plug in my gem, and that's the brand, my gem curling iron, like curling wand iron, and just go ahead and begin to curl up the back of the wig. I'm just taking big sections and just curling this hair up. I'm not going track by track. I'm just grabbing hair curling, because I'm just still going to fluff everything out anyways. Usually when I do curls like this, I don't really add any holding sprays or nothing like that, because I don't be liking to put too much product in the hair, because I don't want it to be all stiff and crunchy feeling like once the curl drop. And people don't be want to take their wig out and wash all that product out, so I try not to put too much product, because sometimes you just want to restyle it, and the style you might want to do don't require no holding spray, like if you want to just flat iron it or whatever like that. So I try not to add too much product when it comes to doing the curls. So I just curled it as is, probably add a little heat protectant, and that's about it. But I went ahead and curled up this whole section here, and I'm gonna do the other side off camera. And then I think by this time Dolo was either just pulling in or outside or whatever, so I was gonna curl this up and then be able to plug my stove in and let it heat up so I can go ahead and hot comb the top part to do the ponytail. But this is what the curls look like after I went ahead and curled everything up. And like I mentioned, I will go ahead and comb all that out later. But let's go ahead and get into this little top ponytail part right here. And after I did the ponytail, I just went ahead and curled the ends of the ponytail, just so it could be nice and ready. And I'm going to go ahead and remove that melt belt and go ahead and fluff those curls out. Do the wraparound, the rubber band, and then, you know, style the baby hairs and everything like that. But this color is so pretty. I just love the makeup. I love how she did the green little liner look and all of the above. So yeah, just going ahead and finger combing those curls out. It's coming together really, really, really nice. That nice black color from that Just 5, that little Everest forest green color at the top. And I actually like this so much better than that lime green, because, you know, the lime green with the lime green roots with the jet black really was like a trending thing. But I honestly like it better with the darker green, just to give it a different look. And she got so many compliments on that color because it really caught a lot of people off guard. So just kind of like teasing the curls out. The hair holds curl really nice. The hair curls really nice. So now that I got the curls all fluffed out and everything is nice and smooth, I will go ahead and do that wraparound part around the ponytail, and then of course do the baby hairs. And of course, the fluffy baby hairs for the win. Oh my God, it's just so freaking cute, y'all. It's just so cute. And I decided to do that one little flip going the opposite. Oh my God, I'm just here for this. I should have been dropped this. I don't know what took me so long to drop this video because it's so raw. Like, it's just, everything's so cute. The color, the install, the style. Like, I'm just loving it. And like I mentioned, y'all, it is long. But if you made it this far, you're a real beauty. Because, yeah, this video is definitely tea. So, oh my God, it's so cute. It's the baby hair for me. Like, it's just always just that one little swirl going the opposite direction just gave it a little extra oomph. Like, I absolutely love it. But let me go ahead and do this other little sideburn, and then, you know, we're gonna do the little finishing touches. And stay tuned for the final look. Let me know how you guys feel about this video down below in the comments. I'm dying to see. I know this video was long, and I'm glad y'all, you know, stuck it out through it, you know, with me, because yeah, it was a lot to show y'all in this video. And then of course the install itself takes a little time. So thank y'all for being patient. And do y'all like longer videos, or y'all just like to get straight to the install, or like what? Let me know down below. And this is what the hair is looking like. I had to slow it down for y'all so y'all can really get into the curls. So freaking cute, so pretty. Like, this overall look was everything from the hair to the makeup. Like, me and my MUA, we did that nice little combo, baby. Yes, period. But y'all let me know what y'all think down below in the comments. Everything was just giving. And you see how I said that back color was gonna flow in just perfectly with me just adding that little tad bit of that dark green to that back area. But here is the finished finale. Okay, the grand slam. Yeah, giving very much everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more videos. Bye guys.